Hi everyone, this is Vicky Crystalline, and let's ground and get connected. Kaine mo kitai sa kitai te kina mo katai. Ai kinine mo kitasai te si tai te kitai la mo katai. So grounding into Mother Gaia, you could just feel that anchoring in. Breathe in that energy. Now we're going to anchor in our authentic self, fully embody our authentic self. You could feel everything's anchoring to the heart. I feel my authentic self all the way through Mother Gaia connecting in. And we're plugging in as heart. And this is light language that I'm speaking, and it goes past the mind and into the heart. So whatever you need to receive. Right now we're clearing and raising everyone's vibration. So we all receive it at the same level. Just feel this plugging in. Take 3 deep breaths. Right now my guides are shown. We're going to do the I love you. We've all been going through tremendous times, and just take 3 deep breaths into the belly. I love you. I love you. One more deep breath into the belly. I love you. I love you. And on this deep breath, you're going to breathe in positive energy, I love you energy. And when you release, you're going to release all the stress, all the tension, everything, and just feel the relaxation come over your body. So connect to this now. I love you. 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 I love you, belly that's grumbling. I love you. I love you. I love you. Wow. Wow. And if you should feel the energy of just completely whole and yeah, whatever. It's all good in my world. So what I got playing in the background is called white noise. And so it helps us to relax. And when we listen to sounds that really resonate, they really help you to relax and to help bring in this energy. Well, yesterday I went on a journey on it was 7.5 miles hike up on the east side of Mount Shasta. I'm going to put a little clip of that at the end of this video. So really connect to that energy. It's very powerful. And so it wasn't the group that was with us was not of all, you know, they were just stuck in their world. So, but it was still very high vibrational. Very many beings were coming through the trees, through the connection of Mount Shasta, and I could feel myself just healing and going and learning to breathe deeper, because we went from 6,000 feet up to 85,000 feet, 8,500 feet. Yeah, 8,500 feet. Um, Is that right? Yeah, 8,500. And so I'm at a lower vibration. So I'm at a lower vibration, a lower, wow, let's clear that. Wow. But I'm at a lower altitude. So Elaine had brought up about altitude sickness. So I looked it up, and so it said to take ibuprofen, and I really blessed my body, and that we're going to take this journey, and it's just going to really be, and then it said to take ibuprofen and other stuff. Well, I did take 2 ibuprofen. I don't take medication, but I really blessed it. And I didn't really have that much trouble until the end of like 6 hours into it, but we also went through this area where they had the loggers had came in and just destroyed this area, and I know that there was so much healing in that because light language. I just started speaking light language. I couldn't even stop it. It was coming out. I was healing the earth from that, and right as soon as we got past that, I started throwing up. At first my head started hurting and I got nausea, and then but I could feel it was what the trees went through, like a whirlwind of, yeah, just destruction, and I'm just gonna send love to that. And so yeah, I started throwing up, but yeah. But this morning when I woke up, I'm really surprised. But when wait real fast, when I got home last night, I got in my little hot tub that I got, and I just soaked in there like for 2 hours, and was just blessing my day and how wonderful. And then this morning I woke up and I had all this stuff coming up, and I know it was just all healing. It was bringing all this stuff up to heal. It was stuff I'd never even thought about for years, and so with this. It was so funny because the guide, he's more, I would say 4D. He's not really 3D. He's more 4D. But he kind of understands, but he doesn't understand. But a beautiful soul, beautiful soul. And so we got to talking a little bit, and he does understand energy a little bit. And so he was really interested about what I did because he was the one that drove me up. I drove up to Mount Shasta, and then he drove me up to where before we started um, our journey, and he was just like, wow. He goes, I could talk to you all day, and yeah, just a wonderful soul, wonderful soul. I was going to say something, but yeah, it's being taken away from me. It's not meant for me to be said, but he's getting it. He's getting it. But he was saying that. He goes, you energy healers, he had been to a couple of them, and they work, and his wife who had passed was kind of like an energy healer, but she did it more through massage, and but I'm not even gonna put my stuff on it because we didn't get that deep into it, but he was like I think every time that because he's drawn to go and climb the mountain every weekend. He works all week, and then he climbs all over these mountains, and he showed me about his life. He showed me how when he first started climbing years ago, he ended up writing a book. He actually became one of the famous, richest man in Mount Shasta, and and from that he how he was talking about his journey was so lovingly, so lovingly, so lovingly. And he was talking about how um, he thought he was a rock star, and that because he had wrote this book, and he goes, it came from nowhere. And it was so amazing because all the experiences he was telling me, they were all self-taught. And it was so powerful. But right now he's living in his truck. He's been doing it for 5 months, his choice, and now he's moving into a house to rent, and he's just allowing his life to be, even though he's not aware. And how free is that? When I was listening to him, I was like, this man is self-made, and he is amazing. He is amazing. He's amazing, and even though uh, he doesn't understand about our energies, he's getting it. He's getting it. He's getting it. But he said, I think that I'm drawn to the mountain because the mountain it heals me even during the week. He goes, I feel I got to go this, I got to go this, and I said, yeah, the mountain's healing you. The mountain, you're going to heal on any type of powerful source in Arizona, in Sedona, in Mount Shasta here, wherever the energies are really high, you're gonna do your part. You're gonna have to do your work on yourself. That's why you're meant to be there. And however that shows up for you. And it was so amazing to see this man, this gentle man on this high vibrational level, and how he's getting it. How he's getting it. Truly amazing how he's getting it. So but he also said too that he's very excited about going back into renting a house and have the days of the cozy winters, and I just loved it. He is such a free spirit, and I love that. Now I'm a free spirit too, but just differently. And I love when you start looking at other people's parts of their life, how powerful they truly are, even they don't look that like you. And and I love that, because now, since I'm allowing everyone to be as they are, and I just get to sit back and witness these beautiful journeys, even though sometimes, and you know what the amazing thing is, I have to bring this forward, is that when I'm watching his journey, um I had trigger points. I was like, wow, he could do this and make himself easier. Well, then I felt myself too, because being on the mountain, it plugs you in. It plugs you in, especially as sensitive I am. So I really was aligned being on the mountain. But I could see where I had thought, because to me, I was like, well, I could fix that if he did this differently. And I could feel myself being pulled out of alignment. So if you're in, where you're judging what somebody else is saying or doing or anything, even if you just say, oh, I could fix that in them, you pull yourself out of alignment. And I watched that on our road home. I watched it. And it was so amazing how I could watch myself put that he's doing it perfectly no matter how it is. And by how I had put a little bit of judgment, oh, if he just tweaked this or tweaked that, how it pulled myself out of alignment. And then I realized it just a couple minutes, and I was like, nope, he's doing it the best way he can. So I just breathed, and then I just pulled back into alignment. And it's powerful. It's powerful. So this morning I get in the hot tub, and I'm like all thinking my body, I feel great. I feel amazing. Well, then I started crying because I had all this stuff started coming up. Things that I hadn't thought about in years started coming up. So I was just like, thank you for showing me that you're there, and I was just releasing it. And let's do that right now. Let's release, because this new moon that we're going into is to bring balance, and that's where I'm going, and that's where I'm taking you. I'm taking you to be the balance of yourself. So in that, let's let go of all the stuff that you can feel tied by and kind. Kukulite salene mokatasai kitisingine mokatasai tisikine mokatasai. Ai ki mokete sikina itakilete sinemo. Atasilete sinene mokatasai tisikine mokatalete sinene mokatai. Kitupuku telene mokai tasalene kitasai. Tititititay. Okay, titititai. Kanano mokatai. Ay, kamodite sai. Right now they're showing me 3 beings that are standing in front of me. And they just got big of smiles on their face. Right? We're doing this perfectly. We're doing this perfectly. And it was so amazing because of... so I did all that work last night. So I got up this morning, got in my hot tub, like loving my body, thinking my body, releasing my body. All this stuff's coming up. So then I want to share the pictures that I had taken yesterday. So the first thing is I get on my Facebook, and it's a light worker. And so I start listening, because if it's shown to me, I listen to what's shown to me. And so as I'm listening to her, I feel her go through this cycle, and then I feel her, she starts like contradicting what she's saying. And I'm like, oh my God, I can feel myself once again thinking of judgment, thinking that she's doing something not done, but actually what she's doing is she's showing me how to heal that, how to allow that to be, because it's perfect. It's perfect. So I felt myself like, oh, I could, if she just tweaked that a little bit. No, she did it perfectly. She did it perfectly. Perfectly. That we're all doing it perfectly. And if you are focused upon somebody else, you're out of alignment. Truly, 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 truly. If you feel that you can fix somebody else, you're out of alignment. You're completely out of alignment. Now, when you are brought forward as a healer and people are asking you, then you speak, then you're in alignment. You're in alignment because they are asking you. If you're out here, oh, I got to fix them, I got to fix them, I got to fix them, and them. That's all the parts of you that you need to fix. And really, you don't need to fix them. You just need to embody more of your authentic self and let all that stuff go. Let all those programs. We're in a time that it's releasing, because as we go through this shift into New Earth, you can't take along any of the garbage. None of the baggage is coming with us. None of it can go with us. And we're not just healing on this lifetime, we're healing all lifetimes. But it is easier and gentle and less and less and less. And the more you stay in line and quit worrying about everybody else's stuff and what they're thinking about you and what you're thinking about them, let all that stuff go. Because if you're thinking about somebody else, even if you're thinking about your soulmate, your twin flame, your vibrational self, you have now taken the balance out of you, and you're balancing. You're not aligned. That's it. You're not aligned. If you're thinking about them, you're not aligned. Now it's different. It's different if it comes in from your heart and you can feel them. Then engulf them. Like right now, engulf the energy of whoever's coming forward and allow it to become forward. And just feel it. You can just feel it anchoring in. So the whole thing is, and that's what I was telling this beautiful soul yesterday on our drive home, is that I help you to get out of your mind and into your heart. And he had always understood that your mind heals you, that your mind is your controlling center. And not that I didn't disagree with anything that he said, but I told him more powerfully that once you're in the heart, once you feel the love, then you know how to move through your experience because you've embodied your true, authentic wholeness, not the mind. So, and he kind of got that a little bit. So I liked it. It was just very powerful, very powerful. And he's doing it perfectly. I'm doing it perfectly. We are all doing it perfectly. Unless you're focusing on somebody else. Yeah, feel that weight. Right? Right. This journey is very powerful. I'm doing another hike on Wednesday. I'm very excited. We're going to go to Squaw Valley up down into Panther Meadows. And then we have a storm the next day. And really connect to these storms, because this Thursday is the new moon. And the new moon is to bring everything back into balance, into Libra. It's bringing everything into balance. And so that is self, to bring self back into balance. It is time to be selfish in embodying your true self, because you can truly not give anything if you are not that. Truly. If you are not love in your heart, you cannot give love of your heart. And there's a lot of beings that are out there saying, go out and help everybody and quit being selfish. No, be selfish first. And I don't mean selfish in the ego selfish. I mean selfish to how you feel in your body. If you don't feel good, don't do it. Right? I am teaching you how to be a better version of you. How to be the highest version of you. Right? So if you want a reading or heal me, if you want a reading or healing, email me. Truly, if you feel called, email me. It's worth it. It's so worth it. And subscribe to my channel. And may you all be blessed. Hi, this is Vicki Crystalline. I'm right here at Mount Shasta. This is Mount Shasta. Here in this beautiful mellow. Just breathing in this energy. Breathing in the serenity of it. Connect to this energy now. Wow. Just feel so connected. Breathe and ground into it. Yeah. So beautiful. Opens up and down there. Ah, the beauty of this mountain. Wow. Feel it. Feel the energy. Love. The serenity. The power. Thank you. Thank you, Mount Shasta. Thank you for your love.